If you are a knitter or crocheter, make amigurumi stuffed toys, and have a Cricut cutting machine, this video is for you. In this tutorial, I will show you my process for cutting these felt eyes. So let's get started. Now that we have our materials, we need to come into Cricut Design Space and create our cut settings. From the main menu, click on the three lines and select Manage Custom Materials. Select your machine, and once it loads, we are going to put in our cut settings. Now these are the settings that I use. Cut pressure is 275. I have multi-cut turned off, and I use the deep point blade when I'm cutting my felt. And now here I'm going to show you how you could put in your own custom settings. You go down here, enter the name of your new setting, hit save, and then you'll go up here and adjust your cut pressure. You can adjust your multi-cut and then which blade you're using. And then to save it, just hit save. Then X out of here, and then we're going to prepare our materials. If you notice on the felt, there are two different textures. One side is more tightly woven than the other. We are going to apply our heat and bond to the back side as shown here. Right here. Now, following the directions on the package, we are going to trim the bonder to just smaller than our felt. Now, if you have a paper trimmer, I would suggest using that. I've used it before and it works fine in mine. That way you can get nice straight edges and you don't have to fight so much with your bonder. Mine keeps rolling up because I'm near the end of my roll here. Now that you have your bonder trimmed up just the way that you like it, you need to heat up your household iron and set it to medium heat. I have mine set to the silk and wool setting, and make sure that your steamer is turned off. Now you'll need to lay your bonder paper side up and press your iron down onto the felt for 2 seconds. And make sure that you do this all along your felt, ensuring that every bit of that bonder is applied to the back of your felt. Allow the felt to cool completely, then give the edges a trim and peel off the paper. And set aside that paper for later. You're going to need that. Now you're going to need to upload your SVG file into Design Space. You can find this particular file in my shop. Just click on the link in the description below. Go ahead and ungroup the layers. You'll then select both sets of the whites and click Attach. And you'll move it off to the side, and you'll do this for each of the 3 parts. To create multiples, just right-click onto the black felt and select Duplicate. I like to line everything up so that they are in neat rows and attaching like shapes together. And you'll need to do this for the other shapes. Then I like to change the color part of the eye to the same color as the whites, and that just allows me to be able to cut them on the same mat, and then the black will be on its own separate mat. And then you'll need to click on the Make It button in the top right corner. Now let's align our materials onto our mats. I am using this Siser heat transfer vinyl for the pink, and I will be using this Cricut heat transfer vinyl for the white, and you'll want to lay it down on your mat shiny side down. And I'm just using this little roller just to make sure that there are no bubbles. Now on a second mat, you'll need to lay down your felt, and you're going to do this with the bonded side facing down onto the mat. And then I am using this roller once again just to make sure that everything is laying down and sticking to the mat. And now you'll need to adjust your shapes onto the grid according to how you have your materials on your mat. Now select Everyday Iron On for your heat transfer vinyl and load the mat into your machine and press start. Once that is done cutting, you'll need to change your custom material to your felt eye setting. And also change out your fine point blade for your deep point blade and load your mat, then hit start. Once everything is cut, remove your materials from the mats and cut off the excess vinyl and weed out any of the vinyl that you don't need. Now you'll need to separate each one of the sets that you just cut out and line up the pink circles onto your felt. And attach everything together, I am using a folded up hand towel to protect my surface, then laying the paper backing from earlier shiny side up on top of that. Between my iron and the felt with the HTV, I am using a Teflon sheet. I found this mini iron on Amazon, and the link will be below. And it's just perfect for little projects like this. Press the colored part for about 10 seconds, then remove the clear carrier sheet. Line up the whites with the black circles and press for another 10 to 15 seconds. Now let everything cool before lifting the eye off of the paper backing. To attach your felt eyes to your item, you can use a hot glue gun. I use this detail tip glue gun by Surebonder. Put a thin bead around the edge of it in the middle and press gently onto your item. And there you have it! I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching!